All right, let's move to the first topic now, the guiding principles in choosing a career. Can we read it together?
Guiding principles in choosing a career.
You have to follow these principles strictly. And there are not too many. I summarize everything in maybe 5 or 6 points. So let's take the first one. The first principle is that every career is significant in as much as it solves human problems. Can we read that together? Every career is significant in as much as it solves human problems. Understand that no career is irrelevant or insignificant in as much as that career meets the needs of the society or solves problems. This is one of the challenges that I've seen. Some people think that certain careers are not necessary. So they run into the one they feel is significant. But the question is, this one you think is not significant, does it solve problem? Some people that find themselves in some of these low-level courses, I'm sorry to call them low-level, in reality they are not. But some people, maybe by chance, that is what I mean by chance, is the course they apply to study in the university was not given to them. So they go and apply for supplementary admission, and their names came out. You know, the university now assign courses where they have quota. Some people, when they receive those courses, they receive it with double mind. Double mind in the sense that they start writing jam to get another admission as they are studying this one. Some people, even in final year, they keep writing jam and participating in screening test. They keep participating, trying to change, trying to move, because they feel this one is not significant. This one is not necessary. You know, some people, God actually used that accidental method or chance to redirect their focus to where they ought to be. I've seen so many people who happen to venture into the career that reveal who they are just by chance. Just by chance. Are we together?
Yes.
All right. So don't think that any career is insignificant. Don't look down on yourself because of the course you study, and don't esteem yourself so highly because of the course you study. If you are studying law, don't think that you are better than someone that is studying medicine. If you are studying medicine, don't think that you are better than someone that is studying engineering. If you are studying engineering, don't think that you are better than someone that is studying special education or childhood education or counseling or any other course. So far, those courses meet the need of the society and solve human problem. All right. Let's look at the next principle. We are going to walk fast so we can get to subject combination and spend more time there. The second principle is what? Choose a career that supports your life function and gives you sense of meaning. Choose a career that does what?
Supports your life function.
And gives you sense of meaning. Do you recall when I talk about life function? That is when I was given the real definition of career. So when you are making a choice, go for something that will support your destiny, supports you and give you sense of meaning. Life function is the very essence of existence. That's what I call life function. The very essence of what? Existence. It is the purpose one was born, and it is the impact one should make. So when we talk of your life function, your life rule, your life assignment, we are referring to the reason why you were created. Do you get that?
Yes.
The reason why you were created. So choose a career that can support that. If somehow you're pursuing something for a lifetime. And that thing has nothing to do with the reason why God created you. Let me even ask, do you believe that God created you for a reason?
Yes.
Do you believe?
Yes.
If that is true, then your career should be something that supports you in a way that empowers you to fulfill that thing God created you to fulfill. So that's the second principle I believe you have to take note of. And life meaning gives you satisfaction. When we talk of meaning, it's something that when you do, you derive joy. You are happy. There are some professionals that are not happy with their job. Are we together?
Yes.
Have you ever seen let me be careful of the word I use. I wanted to say frustrated, but let me not say frustrated. Let me say unhappy medical doctor. Have you seen unhappy medical doctor? Eh? Okay, if no, it's okay. Me, I've seen. Have you ever seen a happy teacher, primary school teacher?
Yes.
I've seen. Does it has to do with how much? Okay, medical doctor and a teacher, who earns more?
Medical doctor.
So why is the medical doctor not happy with his profession? Because that work does not give him sense of meaning. He's not happy, he's not satisfied. There is satisfaction that comes when you do what you are supposed to do. Do you get the point? There is inner satisfaction. There is joy in doing what you were created to do. So you can be a pilot but not happy. Even with the money. You can be the president of a country but not happy. Each day you wake up, your heart is breaking. You are like, let this thing do an end. So it's not about what you do exactly. It's about what you derive from what you do. So when you start naming those big causes, think of satisfaction. If it can give you satisfaction, it's okay. If it can make you to feel the very essence of your life, it's okay. Alright, let's look at the next principle. But before we go to the next principle, look at this. Career is not necessarily the course you want to study in the university, but the function you need to perform or impact you want to make in life. I will explain that. There are some courses you study and then come back and still pursue some careers you want to pursue. There are some careers that you don't need to read that thing in the university. For instance, you don't need to read leadership in the university. That's the course called leadership, if there is any in the Nigerian university. You don't need to read it to be a leader. Do you understand? You don't need to read political science before you venture into politics. Do you understand? Are you sure? So there are some careers you can pursue even when you didn't study in the university. That's why some people enter university and come out and start pursuing their dream, start pursuing their career. But at the same time, there are some careers you cannot pursue unless you study in the university. A career like law. You cannot come here and call yourself a lawyer when you did not read law for 5 years. Go to law school, maybe 9 months or thereabouts, and then you are called to bar. You cannot practice law, at least in Nigeria, if this has not happened. You can't even call yourself a lawyer. A medical doctor, the same thing. If you call yourself doctor when you didn't back the certificate, you are just a quack. You need to attach a quack to it. Do you get it? So in the midst of this, we still have things you can become. You can become a photographer without studying photography in the university. You can become a designer, design things very beautiful without studying the course. You can become a musician, not necessarily because you studied music. I want you to think. You can become a musician. You can become actor, an actress, without studying theater arts in the university. So when we talk about career, just know that everything is not limited to the course you study in the university. The courses in the university are meant to empower you. If you know yourself very well, you choose the one that can empower you to become what you should become. All right. Nevertheless, the best option is to study the course that can empower you. I just said this. Study the course that can empower you to perform your function effectively and make impact in life. And when we get to subject combinations and courses, I'm going to tell you the how you can know that particular course. That means you have to find out your life function or impact you want to make first, and then find the course that can empower you to make that impact. The challenge we have is that a lot of people go to university, get admission, study, go far before they start reasoning. What am I supposed to do, say, with my life? After they have gone far in one thing. There are certain mistakes that you make, and it's going to cost you a lot to return back. That's why many people don't return. For instance, if you venture into arts courses when you're supposed to go into sciences, for you to reverse back after years of being in university, it means you have to go back to WAEC. You have to go back and select secondary school subject again. And that is what many people are not willing to do. So instead, they pursue what they are pursuing. Even when they are not satisfied with whatever they are pursuing, they keep pursuing it. The right thing is for you to, at this stage, find out the lane you're supposed to do and look for the course that will be okay for you. Let's look at the third principle. The third principle. As a young person, the third principle is that if you maintain quality relationship with your creator. Who is your creator?
God.
Who is your creator?
God.
Okay. If you maintain quality relationship with him, you will be able to discover and fulfill your career. It's going to help you. If you maintain quality relationship with him, he's the one that created you and is so happy when you want to do what he created you to do. So I think he will be willing to guide you. He will be willing to see you through. And please don't ever think that your career has nothing to do with God. That's a mistake that you can make. Don't think that when we discuss career, we should not mention God. Or when you are pursuing your career, that you can do it by yourself. Don't think like that. Are you with me? Don't think like that. The one that created you is the one that can empower you more than anyone else. So as a young person, have a relationship with Jesus. As a young person, learn to read the Word of God. As a young person, learn to pray. And when you are praying, don't just ask Him to give you money, give you this. Ask Him to lead you to His will. There's what we call the will of God, and there's what we call the plan of God, and there's what we call the purpose of God. As a young person, learn to ask God, Lord, what's your will for my life? This should be a lifestyle of a young person. Are we together?
Yes.
This should be a lifestyle. So I'm encouraging you to have the lifestyle of asking God to lead you into His will and His plan. The fourth principle is don't choose career because of money or prestige. Can you tell your neighbor, don't choose career because of money?
Don't choose career because of money
Or prestige.
or prestige.
Yes, don't choose career because of money. Anything that is driven by love of money or prestige may not yield a good success. Anything that is driven by love of money may not yield a good success. If you build hospital just because you want to have money, you won't impact life. You'll be looking for money. If you build school just to make money, you won't be able to impact life. Don't be driven by money in life. This is a general principle. both to the young and to the old. Don't let pursuit of money be the reason why you want to study pharmacy, because you want to own a big pharmacy shop and be having drugs, both the outdated and the current ones, and be selling just to make money. Don't let that be what is pushing you to go and study pharmacy. I used to ask questions when a student says, "Sir, I want to study pharmacy." I used to ask, why? Why do you want to study pharmacy? I want to know the reason. I want to know the motive. Because if the motive is wrong, then that course is already in trouble. You and that course, both of you are going to clash. You'll be in trouble. So don't be driven by how much you can make. This is why people have run away from some courses that even impact life more. Some courses that are needed in the society, people have run away from because they ask themselves how much they are going to make from those courses. Like some students studying counseling in the university, some of them would say, "Sir, but this course now in Nigeria, is it really possible to make money? How much can I make?" So some of them feel disappointed when they get to final year. Some say, am I going to work in school? Outside the school? Where else can I work? How much can they pay me in school? Someone that's supposed to work in nursery school, his life is just meant to surround the children, to be around the children. The person is wondering, how much can I get from teaching in nursery school or teaching in primary school? And that's how they run away from what is supposed to make them impactful in life. So don't keep money as number one. Avoid being driven by money and prestige. That does not mean if you do your work well, money won't come. Don't get me wrong, right? Hello? Money comes when you render service or give a product. So money will come when you do your work well, but don't be driven by money to go into a particular course. Number 5, that's the 5th principle. You can choose your real career, that's the kind of career that is best for you, through adequate understanding of your unique qualities. Can we say unique qualities?
Unique qualities.
Unique qualities.
Unique qualities.
And these unique qualities put together is what we call personality. The unique qualities is what we call personality. It is unique to you. It's something you have. It defines who you are. It describes you. It makes you stand out in the midst of so many people. All right. Number 1 of those unique qualities that can help you find a career that is good for you is passion. Can we say passion?
Passion.
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 And what I call passion is a strong, good desire or interest. A strong, good desire or interest. So, what is that thing that is strong in you? That desire to do something, to create something, to establish something, even when nobody is explaining it to you, it's like you were born with it. Some people, if they come to this building now, this house, they will be picking things. Their heart is just how this thing can be this, can be finer than this, or maybe how this sitting arrangement can be more packaged than this. Their mind is going into something. Some people, there is strong burden in their heart. That burden also describes passion. There's strong burden for leadership. There's strong burden for things to be done in a particular way. That strong burden can help you to find your career. Then the next one is talents. Can we say talents?
Talents.
Talents has to do with natural ability. Can we say natural ability?
Natural ability.
Natural ability. These abilities, you were born with them. Do you get the point? You were born with them. So all you should do is to find out those abilities you were born with and think of how to develop them if you want to find the best career for your life. Some people have technical ability, mechanical ability. They just have this ability to fix engines. I've seen little children, nobody taught them how to operate machines, but if you bring a new machine here, just give them a few minutes, they will operate the machine. They were born with such ability. Some people, artistic ability, they were just born with it. Different kinds of ability. You need to find out your own. What is that natural ability that you have in you? Think. I want you to think. What are those things you do with little training? Little or no training. Then we also have gifts. They call it supernatural endowments. Then we have potentials. Potentials are latent ability or probable ability. That's ability that is there, but you have not made use of them yet. Untapped. We call them untapped ability. So this is how we look at you and we know, wow, you have a potential to be a good counselor. You have a potential to be a good teacher. It means that thing is there inside of you, but it's not used yet. It needs to be developed. If you find it out, the course you study in the university should be such that can help that thing that is inside of you to come out. And that is how you become a very successful person in your career.